Stop scrolling. If you're watching this right now, don't ignore it. You didn't find this video by accident. This moment, this is your chance. Most people wait their entire lives for a perfect moment. They wait for confidence, they wait for clarity, they wait for permission. And while they wait, life moves on without them. Opportunities don't arrive loudly. They don't announce themselves. They don't wait until you feel ready. They show up quietly, disguised as discomfort, as uncertainty, as fear. And most people miss them because your chance rarely feels safe. It feels risky. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like you could fail. So you hesitate. You tell yourself you need more time, more preparation, more motivation. But deep down, you already know. You know exactly what this chance is about. It's the idea you keep pushing away, the decision you keep delaying, the life you imagine late at night but avoid during the day. This is not about talent. There are people less talented than you who are already moving, already trying, already failing forward. The difference isn't ability, it's courage. Your chance doesn't come when fear disappears. It comes when fear is loud, and you decide to move anyway. You don't need to see the entire path. You only need to respect the next step. And the next step is usually small, uncomfortable, easy to ignore. A message you haven't sent, a habit you keep postponing, a version of yourself you're afraid to become. That's where your chance is hiding. You think opportunities come again and again. Some do, but some only knock once. And the most painful regret is not failing. It's realizing you didn't even try. Failure teaches you. Regret stays with you. You've already survived things you thought you couldn't handle. Moments that almost broke you. Days that tested your limits. And yet, you're still here. So why do you doubt your ability to handle what comes next? Because this chance would change your identity. It would force you to grow, to let go of comfort, to disappoint people who are used to the old version of you. Growth always costs something, and most people choose comfort not because it makes them happy, but because it feels familiar. But familiar doesn't mean right. Familiar doesn't mean fulfilling. Your chance is asking one simple question. Are you willing to be uncomfortable now to avoid being unfulfilled forever? You don't need approval. You don't need validation. You don't need everyone to understand you. Most people won't. They only understand the version of you that makes them comfortable. But your life is not meant to fit inside other people's limits. It's meant to reflect your potential. Every day you delay, you train your mind to believe that your dreams are optional. They are not. They are a responsibility. Because there is a version of you in the future who is counting on the decisions you make today. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Your chance is not loud. It doesn't come with guarantees. It doesn't promise success. It only offers possibility. And possibility requires action. You don't become confident by waiting. You become confident by doing. Confidence is built after you move, not before. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads back to comfort, to excuses, to the same routines. The other path is unclear, uncertain, demanding. But it leads somewhere new. You don't need to rush, but you do need to decide, because time doesn't pause. While you hesitate, life continues. Opportunities shift, moments pass. And one day, people wake up and realize they didn't miss their chance suddenly. They missed it slowly, by waiting, by doubting, by choosing safety over growth. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be honest with yourself. Honest about what you want. Honest about what you're avoiding. Honest about what this moment is asking from you. Your chance is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to start imperfectly. Messy beginnings are still beginnings, and beginnings are powerful. Your chance is not something external. It's not luck. It's not timing. It's not waiting for life to be fair. Your chance is a decision, a quiet one, the kind no one applauds, the kind that happens when you stop negotiating with fear. You keep asking yourself, what if I fail? But you rarely ask the more dangerous question, what if I don't try? Because not trying feels harmless at first. It feels safe. It feels responsible. But over time, it turns into dissatisfaction, into frustration you can't explain, into a life that looks fine, but feels empty. That's the cost of ignoring your chance. You weren't meant to live on pause. You weren't meant to watch other people chase dreams you secretly want. You weren't meant to silence that inner voice that keeps reminding you there is more for you. That voice is not weakness, it's awareness. Most people are not afraid of failure. They're afraid of being seen trying, afraid of judgment, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of proving their doubts right. So they choose invisibility. They stay quiet. They stay small. They stay realistic. But realistic has buried more dreams than failure ever could. Your chance asks you to take responsibility for your life. And responsibility is heavy, because once you admit this is your chance, you can't blame circumstances anymore. You can't keep saying someday. You can't keep waiting for confidence to arrive. You realize confidence is built after commitment, not before. Every step you avoid today becomes a regret you carry tomorrow. And regret is patient. It waits years before it shows up fully. You don't feel it right away. You feel it when opportunities pass, when energy fades, when time becomes limited. And then people say, I wish I had started earlier. Earlier is now. Your chance doesn't look dramatic. It looks like discipline, like consistency, like doing the work when no one is watching. It looks boring from the outside. That's why most people ignore it. They want transformation without repetition, results without discomfort, change without effort. But growth doesn't work that way. Your chance demands action when motivation is low. It demands movement when emotions are unstable. It demands progress without applause. And that's exactly why it works. Because if you can move without validation, you become unstoppable. You stop depending on moods. You stop waiting for inspiration. You stop asking for permission. You become someone who acts. Right now, there's a version of you living in the future who is shaped by what you do next, not by what you think, not by what you plan, by what you do. That future version doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be brave. Brave enough to choose growth over comfort. Brave enough to accept uncertainty. Brave enough to honor this moment. Because moments like this don't repeat forever. They pass, quietly. And your chance will never beg you to take it. It simply waits to see if you will. Look at this moment. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. This moment is asking you a question. Are you going to protect your comfort or honor your potential? Because your chance does not come again as the same moment. It changes, it moves on, and it doesn't wait for certainty. One day, you will remember this version of yourself, standing right here, aware, hesitating. And you will either be grateful you acted or regret that you waited. There is no rewind, no perfect timing coming, no sign clearer than this. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need everyone to understand you. Most people won't. They only understand the version of you that makes them comfortable. But your life is not meant to fit inside other people's limits. It's meant to reflect your potential.